everyone. The beach is flooded again. Oh my God. Don't want to go through the puddles. They might splash the mud that's on my tires. Oh my God. You can tell if I have a lazy morning because I will wear a headband. That's because of lazy morning. But, let's see. I am going to go to McDonald's. I actually got up at 6 a.m. even though I don't have to go into work till 10. Yeah. So, yeah, it is a cold morning. It's rainy. It's supposed to rain all day. And, yeah, I just, my favorite uncle just passed. And, member of his family wanted everybody to write little letters about things they remember about him. So I put it on Facebook. I said, yeah, I'll do that. It's a great idea, but it's going to make his other brothers look bad. And she responded saying, this is supposed to be a good thing. This is things that little children and family members are going to be reading for a long time. This is how I feel. It's the perfect epitome of the person that he was, because he set himself apart from his other brothers. He was nothing like them. Nothing. So why wouldn't she want to hear that? Even if it put other people in a bad light, because it is the perfect analogy of who he was. So, this is what I was going to write. When I was 16, I was beside myself. I was very unhappy. I did not like living at home. Two of my sisters had actually assaulted me, and with my mother's blessing. And I ran away, and a Fairfax County police officer gave me $20 to get a hotel, and he actually went in there and paid for it. Now this was back in the early 70s where a hotel was $20. So my fiance at the time gave $2,000 to an attorney to help me get emancipated. So in the meantime, I needed a place to live. So I called all 6 of my uncles, all of my mother's brothers. So I'm at the line at McDonald's to get some coffee and OJ, so hold on. Okay, back to my story. Like the headband, it actually matches the earrings. Okay. So I called all 6 of my mother's brothers, all the way down the line. 2 of them never even returned my call. And I called more than once, okay? I called more than once. Now, my mother was their oldest sister, and I was the oldest of like 5 generations. And, okay, let me put you on hold again. Okay, back to the story. So I went on down the line. 2 of them never returned my call, and I did call twice. I think 2 of them heard me out, but probably didn't want to cross my mom or get in the middle of it. They just weren't interested. And only 1 listened to me, because he knew his sister very well, which was my mother. He listened to me intently. He said, come by my shop in Chantilly on Walney Road and we'll talk. Okay, so I was very professional at 16. I was working for fire and rescue. I was working the counter at Gino's at night. I was going to school half a day. Had my own freaking car that I paid for myself. I did not ask my parents to buy it because my parents were, poor, I guess is a good word. They did buy my sister, who was working for, I guess, the Defense Department. They did help her buy a car. But no, I'm the type of person I would have never asked my parents. Okay, so what is today? It is Sunday, isn't it? Okay. So where are we at with this story? I went by and I had a talk with him, very businesslike. He says, this is what I want from you. I want you to pay me like $16 or something a week or a month. I forgot what it was. But after I had lived with him for a little while, I was making up the bed and dusting and stuff like that. Anything to help my aunt. And after a while, he said, you know what, just buy some milk and bread. I said, okay, fine. But, yeah, I thought he handled it with respect, maturity, and his other brothers didn't help me at all. And I will never forget that. I will never forget that. Because my uncle wanted me to be safe, right? He wanted me to be safe at night. He didn't want me roaming the streets or sleeping with strange men or whatever the situation. So yeah, that's what I was going to tell my niece, but I guess she only wants to hear positive things about the whole family, and that's just not the way I remember my uncle. She doesn't, yeah, she wants to hear. And that was one thing that my daddy was disgusted with, and that is, it's like there was this unwritten rule you were never supposed to talk about that particular part of the family. But it's okay to talk about his. He didn't care. But the thing of it is, it was like this unwritten, you can never say anything bad about them. Oh, bullshit. Good morning, everyone. I have officially determined that I have become a slob, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm okay with this because it allows me the opportunity to quit being so anal retentive and to enjoy life a little bit more. Do you think when you talk to St. Peter at the gates of heaven, they're going to say, well, how clean did you keep your house? No, they're not going to ask that.